Hey guys, we got our first trip out of the way, got everything sold, so we're headed out on another black cod trip. It's early in the morning, got the coffee on the kettle, we got the kettle of hot water boiling, ready to make some coffee, and then we're gonna head out. Summer in Alaska always kind of arrives as a bit of a shock. Winter is so dark and long and there's not a lot going on, and then all of a sudden bam, it's summer and you gotta be going all the time. All the towns like really come alive, everything gets really busy, everybody's out catching fish, hiking, building things because it's hard to build in the dark rainy winter. Just all of a sudden everything starts up. With our anchor hauled in and secured, we start our run out to the cod fishing grounds. It's about a 5-hour run from the anchorage. Since we baited enough gear on our last fishing trip for multiple days, we don't have to bait gear on our way out to the cod grounds. So these are the pots that we use to capture black cod, and they're really neat because they're basically a spring that's covered in mesh. And when you're not using them, they fold up into this handy dandy little disc that makes them really easy to stack. But then when we're ready to go fishing and set our gear, we just expand them like that, and they're ready to fish. And they rest on the bottom like this. To make our set, we start by attaching a flagpole, which will help us find our gear easier if the weather's sloppy, 2 buoys, and a hard ball. The hard ball is a small sphere made of plastic designed to withstand the intense pressures of the ocean if the current is large enough to suck the buoys under. Then we run out about 1,800 feet of buoy line before attaching it to an anchor. This anchor will hold the main ground line on the seafloor. Then we attach our pots onto the main ground line. During the whole process, we're motoring slowly forward in a straight line. It takes us less time to set our gear than it does to haul it. With our gear deployed, the whole set looks something like this. So our gear set, we head back to the anchorage to allow our gear to soak for approximately a 24-hour period. It's time to rest up and get ready for tomorrow. We've already grappled the end of our set here and have hauled in the buoy line. Next, we have to haul in each of the pots, empty them, and stack them on deck. Regulations require that all our pots have been slashed to a certain length and then resewn with biodegradable cotton. This ensures that if a pot is lost, it won't continue to fish on the seafloor. Ghost fishing can be an issue in some commercial fisheries, and this is the way that we prevent it up here in Alaska. With sloppy weather forecasted for the whole next week, we decided to stack our gear and run our fish into the seafood processor to offload. The seafood processor we'll be delivering to is in the town of Hoona, about halfway through Icy Straits. So, we made it back to town. We're here at the fish processor, waiting for an appointment to offload our catch. In Alaska, you're never very far away from wildlife. And while drinking coffee, we saw these 2 Sitka black-tailed bucks swimming across the harbor entrance. We also saw a real Alaskan character, a bald eagle, and Kaz the boat dog. When it's our turn, we unload our catch to the seafood processor, who will immediately flash freeze it so that it stays deliciously fresh. With bad weather continuing in the forecast, we decide to pack our gear and head home. Our route will take us along the northern end of Alaska's Inside Passage.
Along the way, we intend to stop in a couple of our favorite anchorages and spend some time in one of Alaska's remote hot springs. While anchored up on the coast of Chichagof Island, we're lucky enough to look out the window and see this beautiful brown bear on the beach while cooking dinner.
So it's really windy out, so we're just taking the morning off, and we're hiding in a supposedly quiet cove, but it's still pretty windy and gusty in here, and we're kind of trapped inside because it's just pouring down rain. But that's the way boat life goes. Last night we were at a different harbor, different cove, anchored up, and it was even windier than it is now. And the holding ground, the type of bottom in the cove, was not good to anchor in, so we drug our anchor, and we had to get up in the middle of the night and reset the anchor because we were slowly creeping our way across the cove towards the shore. So we didn't get a lot of sleep. That's just sort of part of being out on a boat, is you'll get these windy periods and you have to pay attention, or you can end up on the beach.
With a short break in the weather, we decide to head to the hot springs, which is in another protected anchorage. We're hoping to get in a nice little hike before it starts to rain again. After a couple days being trapped in the cabin of the boat, we're happy to take a hike up to this beautiful mountain lake. The only problem with this hot springs is that if you fall asleep in it, you'll end up sous vide for a brown bear. We spend the next day waiting for the storm to blow through. With the storm passed and obligations in town, we reluctantly leave our hot spring. Commercial fishing in Alaska can be frustrating, difficult, lonely, and hard work, but it can also be wonderful. It's not every job you get to see all these amazing things and share them with friends and family. Thanks for coming along and sharing this adventure with me. We'll see you next time.